You are about to spend the next 8 hours completely unconscious. You will not eat. You will not move. You will not defend yourself. And you have done this every single night of your life without questioning it. For most of human history, sleep was terrifying. You were vulnerable. You could not see predators coming. You could not run. And yet every human who ever lived chose to do it anyway. Not just chose, had no choice, because your brain will kill you if you do not sleep. Not metaphor, not exaggeration. Literal biological fact. The experiment that changed everything. In 1959, a radio DJ named Peter Tripp decided to stay awake for 200 hours, 8 days, as a publicity stunt broadcast live on New York radio. By day 3, he was hallucinating. He saw spiders crawling out of his shoes. He believed his doctor was an undertaker trying to bury him alive. By day 5, he could not remember his own name. By day 8, his brain had essentially stopped functioning. He recovered, but it took months, and something in him never fully returned. What happened to Peter Tripp is what happens to every mammal deprived of sleep long enough. The brain begins to destroy itself. What your brain actually does while you sleep. For most of human history, scientists assumed sleep was simply the absence of wakefulness, the brain powering down, resting. They were completely wrong. While you sleep, your brain is more active in certain ways than when you are awake. Here is what is actually happening during those 8 hours. Your brain is cleaning itself. The glymphatic system, a network of channels that only fully opens during sleep, flushes toxic waste products from your neural tissue, including the proteins associated with Alzheimer's disease. Every night, your brain performs its own maintenance cycle. Miss a night of sleep and the waste builds up. Miss several nights and the accumulation begins to cause damage. This is one reason why chronic sleep deprivation is now strongly linked to neurodegenerative disease. Your brain is also consolidating memory. Everything you learned today, every experience, every skill, every piece of information, is being transferred from short-term storage to long-term memory while you sleep. Studies have shown that students who sleep after studying perform dramatically better on tests than those who stay awake. You do not learn while you sleep, but you cannot truly learn without it. The mystery of dreams. And then there is the part nobody fully understands. REM sleep, rapid eye movement, the phase where your brain generates dreams. During REM sleep, your body is essentially paralyzed. Your brainstem sends signals that prevent your muscles from acting out what your brain is experiencing. But your brain itself is extraordinarily active, almost indistinguishable from wakefulness on a brain scan. What is it doing? The honest answer is, we do not fully know. The leading theories are fascinating. Some researchers believe REM sleep is emotional processing, your brain replaying experiences from the day, but with the stress hormones turned off, allowing you to process difficult emotions safely without the biological cost of actually reliving them. This is why sleep deprivation makes everything feel more emotionally intense, more threatening, more overwhelming. Your brain did not get to process yesterday, and now it is carrying all of it into today. Other researchers believe dreaming is threat simulation, your brain running rehearsals for dangerous scenarios so you are better prepared to handle them when awake. Ancient humans who dreamed vividly about predators and threats may have survived longer because their brains had already rehearsed the response. The nightmare, on this theory, is not a glitch. It is a feature. Why 8 hours? Here is the question that puzzled researchers for decades. Why 8 hours? Lions sleep 20 hours a day. Horses sleep 3. Giraffes sleep less than 2. Most animals sleep far less than humans, or far more. Almost no other large animal sleeps exactly as we do, in one long consolidated block. The answer appears to be uniquely human. Our brains are metabolically expensive. The human brain consumes 20% of the body's total energy, despite being only 2% of our body weight. Maintaining that brain, cleaning it, consolidating its memories, processing its emotional data, rebuilding its neural connections, takes enormous resources, and those resources can only be fully deployed when you are not doing anything else. Sleep is not rest. Sleep is maintenance. The most complex biological machine ever produced by evolution requires a long daily shutdown window to stay functional, and that window is exactly as long as it needs to be. The mirror. Here is what should make you pause. You live in a civilization that treats sleep as optional. We celebrate people who sleep 4 hours a night. We use the phrase, "I'll sleep when I'm dead," as a badge of productivity. But the science is now unambiguous. Sleeping less than 6 hours a night consistently is associated with higher rates of heart disease, diabetes, obesity, depression, Alzheimer's disease, and early death. The CEO who brags about sleeping 5 hours is not more productive. They are running their brain on a maintenance deficit, accumulating neural damage that compounds quietly, year after year, until it becomes impossible to ignore. Matthew Walker, one of the world's leading sleep researchers, has said, "There is no major psychiatric condition in which sleep is normal. Anxiety, depression, PTSD, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia. In every case, sleep is disrupted. Whether disrupted sleep causes these conditions, or whether these conditions disrupt sleep, the relationship is so deeply intertwined that they cannot be separated. Your mental health and your sleep are not two separate systems. They are one system." The lesson. Here is what the ancient science of sleep teaches us. Every shortcut has a cost. The hour you steal from sleep to finish work does not disappear. It is not free time. It is borrowed against your brain's maintenance cycle, against your memory consolidation, against your emotional processing, against the daily cleaning that keeps your neural tissue healthy. Ancient humans who lived without artificial light went to sleep when the sun went down and woke when it rose. They did not choose this because they were lazy. They chose it because their biology demanded it. And your biology demands exactly the same thing. The most radical act of self-preservation available to you in the modern world costs nothing, requires no equipment, and is available every single night. You just have to let yourself do it. Subscribe to Paleo Sapiens. 3 to 4 videos every week. The hidden science behind what makes us human. Tell me in the comments, how many hours do you actually sleep? And do you think you are getting enough? See you next time on Paleo Sapiens.